Yeah, last time we talked about the Nova, how to create the flavors. Okay, so do you have any questions till time?
No, I'm good. I actually created one instance,
Okay.
though I will still go through it because I'm still not very clear about the CLI. So I'll go through the document and the video and try to redo it again.
Okay, sure, sure. Just start the installation. So you will just just start the installation. So we'll get a lot of questions. We'll solve that one. Okay. So last time we
Yes,
see
sure.
about the Keypair. Sorry, not a Keypair. Nova. In the Nova, there's a function like create a flavors, right? So we
Mhm.
already created one flavor with the 1 GB RAM. So today we are talking about the two main points. One is the security group. Okay.
Mm.
What is a security group? Second one is a key pair. Third one is a project and users. Okay.
This comes as part of authentication keystone or in something else?
No, it's a part of the Nova. Nova is basically managing the key
Oh, Nova
pairs.
itself, is
Yeah,
it?
Nova is the mainly coordinator between your security groups. Okay. So this one you can see that last time we created one flavors,
Correct,
1 GB RAM, 1
correct.
GB juice, right? So this is visible done. So what is a key security group? First we'll talk about the security group. Security group means on the cloud premises, is a private cloud or public cloud. Security is very important, right? Suppose attackers will try to attack on your public IP. So you have to be use the security group. Security group basically allow your specific port number or deny your specific port number. Okay, suppose there's a one my VM on my production server, and only 22 ports should be required for the accessing the machine. Other ports are not required to access that machine, so we'll deny all ports. Only 22 ports should be open on specific VM. Okay, that is called as security group. So this group managed by Nova. Okay, so how to create the group, security group, and how to manage that one. So first I'll show you defaultly there's a one group, the name is security group is default. Okay, default security group name is default. So whenever we create the VM, you can see that Nova list, or we can see the graphically also.
So by default, when you create a VM, the default security group is associated with it, is it?
Right. So whenever we create the VM, the one default security group is there. It will automatically allocate to your VM. Okay. So that default, there is no ports will be open. Like if you are ping to the specific VM also IP address, it will not ping just because of security
Oh,
group not allow ICMP protocol. Okay. So we
okay.
have to add the port numbers so it can be ping or SSH to the VM. So when I click to the instance, it's taking time just because of RAM. So meanwhile, I'll show you the other clouds like Azure. I have the setup of Azure also. So on Azure also, I'll show you where it is located, the security group or which ports we allowed or deny, right? So you will understand. So here you can see that this is my VM. Okay, we have only one VM. So when I click on the VM, it will show the all information regarding like the VM name, IP address and everything. So meanwhile I will open one more portal like Chrome, and there I will open my Azure setup. So this function is defaultly on all cloud, okay, on AWS, OpenStack, all clouds like vCloud, VMware Cloud, everywhere is this function is there, like security
Okay.
groups, because it's very important to access that VM using the specific port number. So attackers will try to attack your VM using different port number, different kinds of port number. Okay, this is my project. Okay, inside of project I have created one AD server. So
Hmm.
on AD server, so when I click on AD server, you can see that this is a public IP address. So when I click
Hmm.
here, just we have to go interface. It will show about the interface information like IP address, public IP address, and the private IP address, like floating IP address and your private IP address. So in the downside, here the one option like here AD server NSG. NSG means network security group. Okay,
Okay.
so you can see that inbound security rules I have allowed 3389 just for MSTSC remote desktop, 22 for SSH, 443 for HTTPS connection, and 5222 is like one more application is there, SaaS application, SaaS pass. So specific port number we can allow or deny. So how to allow? Just click on the inbound or outbound. You can click on add group, add security rules. So here we have to mention the rules like I use the A, anything. Okay, this is the priorities they are assigned it. You can use the custom if it is a different port number, or it is standard port number, so you can use the standard port number. For example, I have to use the LDAP, so it will automatically use the 389 port number. Okay, when I click on
Okay.
OK, it will allow 389 port number to public IP to access from outside. Okay,
Hmm.
so this is the way you
Yeah,
can
got it.
allow the port number, specific port number. So you can see that on OpenStack we have one VM. Okay, that VM is having the IP address 10.10.1.4, and the security group will be default. So default is allow IP version 4 to 0.0.0/0, means any network. Allow IP
Hmm.
version 4 format. Allow IP version 6 is everything for default. Okay, so defaultly it will allow attach default security group, and in that group whatever the ports will be open, it will automatically attach to your VM. Okay, so how
Yeah.
to create? Yeah,
It is similar to access lists that we have on a Cisco switch or a router.
right. We have to allow specific IP address, specific port number to the IP address, or specific port number to the IP address range. Okay,
Right.
so how to do that? Just click on access and security. Here access and security, just go on a security group. Okay, you can see that it's a default security group. When I when I want to manage this one group, just click on manage rules. Okay, and you want to allow some specific port number to all IP address or specific range of IP address. Suppose you have multiple projects and you want to allow 20 to the development purpose. Okay, development you want to access this VM using SSH, and they are using the specific VLAN like one network. So you can allow the specific network to use the specific port number. So you can just click on add rule. This is the default security group. Okay, we'll create another security group. Okay, so you can select the custom TCP rules. There's a lot of rules are there: custom UDP rules, ICMP rules, other protocols, all ICMP, all TCP. I use the all TCP. Okay, ingress means ingress is allow or deny. Okay, I'll use the ingress. CIDR means network. You can just click here to specify allowed IP range. Select CIDR to allow access format the member of security group selected security group. So I use the CIDR, or you can use the security group. So security group here is a default IP version 4. Okay, you can also select the another custom TCP rule. So the port number, here you can use the port or port range. Suppose I want to allow 1 to 20 to 50, the port numbers will be open. So you can use the port
Mm.
range. Suppose you want to allow only one port number, then you have to use the port number. Like I want to allow 22. So I'll use the port 22. Security group will be CIDR or security group you can use. So CIDR means we have to mention the IP address of range. So now my IP address is 192.172, sorry 168.72.151. If I want to allow this network, then I have to mention here the network range. If I want to allow the security group only, like the group name, so I will use the security group and add. So by default port number 22 will be add to the default security group. Okay, we'll just click on add. Okay, it is IP version 4, IP version 6, but defaultly we have IP version 4 only. Just click on add. It will take 2 minutes of time to add that port number to the default rule. Okay, successfully added 22 TCP4 format. So you can see that here 22 is basically used for SSH. It's added to the this default security group. If you want to delete the security rules, any rules, you can just use the delete rule and delete rule. So it will automatically delete that rule. So this is about the by default security group there. So we editing the rules. So how to create the security group? So I can suppose
Mm.
my I have one project like HP. So I'll create the one security group like a HP sec group or something name will be there. So how to create? Just click on access and security. It's taking too much time. Yeah, access and security. Here you have to just click on create security group. Okay, create security group. Okay, here you have to mention the name. Okay, it's a mandatory. So I'll use sec for security dash. I'll use the anything IMP. Okay, if you want to mention description, you can mention here. It's not mandatory. Create security group. It will create the your security group. Okay, it name will be sec dash IMP. Okay, then we have to manage the port numbers or the manage the rules. Okay, you can see that security this one is group is created. I have here the option manage security group or edit security group. The both will be same. You just click on the edit security group or the manage rules. Edit means you're editing this specific group, so you want to just rename it or something, it you can just click on there. Just click on manage rules. It will allow you to assign the specific range of address or the port numbers. Okay, so I am deleting default rules are there. Some default rules are there. I'm deleting that one. No new subs required. Okay, one more rule say there. I'll deleting these things. Okay, so click on add rules. Custom TCP pool. Okay, the description will be here. If you want to read any like remote and everything, you can read here. I'll use the port number. Port number will be 22. It's a CIDR. CIDR means it's basically allowed to the, so 0.0.0.0/0 means all networks, means anybody can access from the anywhere. Okay, if you want to mention any specific range, then you have to mention here the range of IP address. Okay, like you
Yeah.
in your company, suppose there's a two different network and you want to allow only one network, so you can mention 192.168.1.1 network, which one you want to allow. So only this network can access this machine using 22 of port number. Okay, but I am using here all network. Just add. So in security group, now we have two security groups. One is default and second is the sec important. So whenever we creating the VM, we can attach the security group to the specific VM, or after creation of VM, we can attach this specific security group to the specific VM. Okay, so you can see
Okay.
that on instance, I clicked here that there is only default security group, right, on a instance VM3.
Mm.
So I will attach one more security group, that is sec-imp. Edit security group. Okay, this is the VM information. Security group here, sec-imp. Now we have one more security group. If you have the list of security group, you can, it will show here. Okay, and now if you
Mm.
want to remove the default security group, you just have to click on minus sign, so it will automatically delete that group. And suppose I want to add this one, so I just use a plus sign. Okay, so it will attach and save. So this security group will be automatically attached to the VM3. Okay, and whatever ports will be open there, whatever rules we defined there on the sec important security group, it will allow to the that VM. Okay,
Okay.
it's a very important on every cloud. Okay, security purpose is a
Mm.
very important because I'm facing a lot
Yeah.
of issue on cloud right away, like attackers
Mm.
trying to attack on your VMs on public IPs. So we have to manage that rules is very important. Without that security rules, we
Okay.
cannot allow the all ports. Okay, I'll click on instance. Okay, modify instance VM3. I just click on VM3. Let's see the security group added or not. Okay, just go down. You can see the security group B sec important is allow 22 port number from the any network. Okay, this is the way you can edit your security group or allow your security group. Suppose I'm creating a new VM. Okay, I'm creating a new VM. That time how I can mention the new security group or allow the security group to the instance. Okay, so I'm creating new VM. I will put the name Sarika. Okay, count will be 1. Just click on next. Source will be image, volume size will be 1. Okay, we have to select
Mm.
here image. So we have one VM image only plus. Okay, the attach. Next. Okay, you can select the flavor. I use the first one. Okay, then next. Sarika, just a second. I got a one call. 1 minute.
Yeah.
Yes, Sarika. So here by default we have only one internal network, so it will get the IP address from this network. If you have the multiple network, it will show here plus and minus sign. You have to select that one. Okay. Just click on next. Network ports will be not there. Security groups. In the security groups, it will show by default it will attach default. So we have to remove that one and add my new security group, that is SecIMP. Okay, this is security group and launch instance. Okay, so it will create the new VM, the name of Sarika, and it will automatically attach the security group will be SecIMP.
So you could either attach it during instance creation, VM instance creation, or after creation you can modify it as well.
Right, right. Okay, it will show me the summary. Like now we have two instances, two virtual CPUs, RAM will be 1.5 GB. Okay, everything it will show. Let's see in admin location, just on your hypervisor, it will show the compute machines resources used. Okay, so just tell me, do you know what is a key pair authentication, Sarika?
Sorry, I
Hello.
was on mute.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was on mute.
What is a key pair authentication? Do you know?
Is it similar to SSH Keypair or something different?
Yes.
I'm not so sure.
Yeah, it's the same thing. It's a SSH key pair. Like suppose you want to allow the specific VM to using the key pair to connect that machine. So we have to
Mm.
create the key pair. The public key we have to install on your machine, and the private key is hosted on your VM. So
Oh, okay.
authentication is between the key pair using. Okay.
Mm.
Let's we create the next thing is key pair. Okay. First
Okay.
I'm just deleting one VM because it's a users will be free, you can say the full, almost full. Compute will be 2 CPU, 1 with CPU, 2 GB RAM and 1.8 GB total and used by 2 GB. So we have to delete the one instance. Like I'm deleting this one, the previous one. Okay, just click on the security group again. So next part is Keypair. Okay, we done the security group. Next part is Keypair. Keypair is basically on SSH Keypair.
Mm.
Okay, so how to create these things I'll show here. It's taking too much time. Let me check how much RAM it is free. Okay,
Okay.
943. Just click on access and security, and the second option is Keypair. Okay, here access and security. So this all things like security keypairs and security groups we can create using the command also. I will show the how to
Mm.
use the command using manage the security groups or the keypair, but graphically is very easy. First we'll go with the graphically, then we'll use for the commands to troubleshoot. Yeah, just click on key pair. Okay, you can see the default there is no key pair. So first we have to use the create key pair. Okay, but suppose you have already created key pair, then you can import key pair. But right now we don't have any key pair, so I just use on create key pair. Okay, so here we have to mention the key pair name. Okay, so key pair name will be, you can mention anything. So I'll use the name Atul dot pem. Okay, it mentioned description here. Keypair has such a credential which are inject into the images when they are launched. Creating a new keypair, register the public key and then download the private key. Okay, that is
Mm.
PEM file. Protect to use. Just click on a create keypair. It will automatically create the keypair and it will, sorry, I use a .pem. you can just use the name, create Keypair. So he will use the automatic extension and it will create on your download on your browser. Okay, so the Keypair tool should download automatically. If not, use the below link. So you can see that a tool.temp will be created. So I use the save file, so it will save on my download location. Okay, so I open this one. So what it is, so this is a RSA private key, you
Mm.
can see that. So it will create it in a encoded format. So whenever we create the VMs, we have to attach a key pair. So using this key
Mm.
pair, it will automatically log into the VMs. So just go on
Okay.
instance. So key pair is created. So you can see that key pair, it will take time to reflect. Just click on instance. First I will delete one instance because the space is full on the hypervisor.
Yeah.
So you can see here, here's the option, edit instance. Okay, edit instance security group. If you want to allow a security group, you can just click on here, information. I just want to attach lock instance, unlock instance. Okay, actually it's creating now because space will be free. So after creation of VM, we have to attach a key pair.
Okay.
So here I start to delete the one VM, that is previous VM. So this VM will be work smoothly.
It says error deleting.
Let me just refresh this page. Let me just SSH to the compute. Okay, I just log in on compute. Let me check free space. Free space is 550. Let me just free unwanted users there.
Commands to free up the cache, etc.
Yeah. This command will free your the cache and which one is not required. You can see that now it is 1210 MB free. Use is 519 MB. So this the VM3 has been deleted successfully just because of it is stuck on the cache. So you can also click here. So Sarika VM is now actually allocating the VM disk and the VM RAM. After allocating, the space will be increased here. Or we can just launch instance. I will launch one more instance. Okay, here. Just click on launch instance. So I'll use here the VM name will be VM4. Okay. The availability zone will be Nova. Count will be 1. Source will be image, that is Cirrus. We have to select this one. Then next flavor I use the tiny. Next network is default network ports will be no network ports. Security group is I'll remove this one. I will add my new security group, and the
Mm.
next thing is key pair. Okay, still it is not created. Create a key pair. Key pair name will be I use Atul Patil. Create a key pair. Okay, it is created. So it you can download from here. You can see that it's showing here fingerprint here, so it's automatically attached here the key pair.
Okay.
Okay, if you want to remove, you can just click on minus and you can just attach from here. So create a key pair Atul Patil, or we can import key pair because by default we have one more key pair, right? Key pair name, you can just copy paste the key pair here and it will import there. Like how to copy paste, just
Okay.
open in notepad and you can just copy. So instead of copy, I will create a new key pair like Sarika or yes. I use the yes. Create key pair. Okay, yes, attach. Next. Okay, if you want to attach any specific script, okay, script means when the instance will launch, automatically it will create some directory, automatically it will delete some directory or your hardening file or your backup file, anything if you want to attach there. Like suppose I want to attach one notepad file when the VM will be created, so you can just browse here and you can select your any file which one you want to attach. So suppose I want to attach these things, so it will attach here customize script. So this is script, and you want to create a disk partition automatically, so it will automatically create. Suppose you want to create a disk partition manually, you have to select the manually. Okay, I use the automatic. The next server groups are not there, schedule hints, metadata and launch instance. So now it will create the one instance with the updated security group and updated key pair.
Yeah.
Okay, this one is not created just because of some of it will not properly booted. So I'll delete these things because we are already creating new VMs. Okay, VM4 scheduling building. You can see here the free RAM will be 1209. Okay, it's building. Sorry. Or we can use here hyphen F. It is there. Exit from here, and Nova list is the command. It will show the VMs, created VMs or launching VMs. Okay, so just go access and security. Just verify the key pairs are there or not. Okay, it's networking state is building. It will take time to complete that VM creation, or I'll re-log in on my machine. Okay, just go on project, just go on. So it will take build to everything. Okay, so we'll just talk about the next thing is project management. Okay, do you have any questions with the Keypair and the security group?
No, I'm good.
Yeah. So what is a project? Suppose I'm a cloud provider and my client will be HP, IBM, Infosys. Okay. And everyone wants to, they have the sum of VMs of set of VMs. Okay. Set of VMs is nothing but your project or tenants. Okay. So interview question, what is a tenant? Tenant is nothing but project. Okay. So project is nothing but your set of VMs. Okay, for example, I have three projects, like one is IBM, one is HP, one is Infosys. So I'll create the three projects. So inside of three projects, I will create the one of user, one is admin, one is normal user or a super user. Okay, and again inside of that projects, I will create the multiple VMs as per the client requirement. So first we'll see how to create a project. Just click on identity, project, and create a project.
So basically for one customer you would create one project, right? Ideally.
Right. Okay, so domain ID will be default. So I'm creating one project like HP. Okay, suppose HP is my client. I'm creating the HP project. So description you can mention anything. Enable means when if it is not enabled, so the project will be not start. Okay, so next thing is project member. So project member we have to add. So like we require Neutron, we require Nova, we require Glance for images, Ceilometer for metering, Cinder for your storage, Suite
Okay.
for storage. Admin, actually it is not required, but I will add there. Okay, project groups. Okay, there's not project group. Suppose you want to assign some quota to specific project, like that project, the HP project will suppose I assign 10 VMs of quota. So apart from 10 VM, they are not creating, they cannot be create the more VMs. Okay, so here you can assign the quota section. Okay, it is not mandatory, so I just use the create project. So by default, there is a one is admin project and one is services. Services project means all the components, whatever components we're installing on the OpenStack, that automatically attached to the service project. And admin project means admin, we have one account that user is name is admin. Also the project name also is a admin. Okay. So now I'm creating one HP project. That project will be as a different project. So we have to log in. So, so how to log into the project? First, we have to create a one user, okay, from here user, and assign that user. He's a part of that project. So you can see that created new project HP successfully, HP. So here you can see that this is my admin project. I'm logging with the
Hmm.
admin, but admin can log in on any project. Okay,
So as
admin.
in if you have like three projects and you have that admin can access all the three projects, is it?
This admin is OpenStack admin. Okay, this is not a HP
Hmm.
admin. So I will create a user.
Oh,
Okay, that user is part of HP project of admin. Okay, means my
oh.
client having the one of, you can see that I'm switch as a HP project. So inside of HP project, you will get the this kind of access like overview, instance, volume, images, whatever we added inside of your project creation, it will show here. Suppose I deleted volumes, like the storage, so volume will be not there. Okay, so first I will go admin. I will create a one user for HP project so he can log in using the HP credential. Okay, so this admin is nothing but OpenStack admin or the cloud admin, so he can log in on any project. Okay, but suppose
Hmm.
HP administrator is seated on the Singapore and he want to log in on a HP project, so he needs one username and password. So just click on users. Okay, so by default all components is having this default user. I'm creating user, that is HP admin. Okay, you can create anything, so I'll use the name will be HP admin, so it will remember to us. Okay, if you want to mention email ID of that client, you can mention here. I'll use the password, you can use anything. I'm using Red Hat to make sure remember Red Hat. And here we have to select the project. You want to assign this user for which project? I want to assign for HP project. Okay, and he's a part of member, he's a part of admin. So member means he can only log in, he cannot add any one person, he cannot delete any instance, he cannot do anything, just only he can log into the server, log into the project only. Okay, swift operator,
Hmm.
the lot of rules are there. So I use the admin, so he's a part of administrator of HP project. So who? HP admin. Okay, create user, so automatically it will create. So what I'll do, I'll open one more session here. using. So this user has been created. Okay, so just click on here. I'm just log out from administrator. Yeah, so here we have to log in as a HP admin and the password is Red Hat. Okay, so HP admin will automatically log in on HP project only.
Yeah, got it.
Because he is a part of HP project only. Suppose I added this is a part of administrator of other admin project also, so he can log in on the admin project also. Okay, so you can see that here it will show the project name and here it will show the username. Okay, he is a HP admin and the project he log in on HP only. He didn't get the show like administrator project or the your other projects. Okay, so you can see here the projects and everything. So he's a part of administrator, so he'll get the other options also. So he can add user, he can delete user, he can create networks. So administrator means he can do anything. You got it?
Yeah.
So suppose I'll create here one more project. So this is the part of users, how to create the users. So roles is nothing but your permissions. Okay, so defaultly there is a 2 or 3 roles. One is member, one is admin, and one is your Swift operator. Swift is the storage part. Suppose I want to create a developer role. So developer person can only log into the VM, but he cannot add VM, he cannot delete VM, right? So I'll create a dev. Create role. You can create role automatically. You can just manually edit the roles and assign to the person. So I have created one role. That role name is dev. Just edit these roles. Okay, so whenever creating the user, he is a part of, suppose one is a developer user, so I want to create one user, he is a part of development purpose, so we'll add the role will be dev. Okay, so I'm just creating one new user, the name will be HP user. HP user. Okay, he's a simple user. I use the password same, red hat. Select project, we have project that is HP, and the member will be, member is nothing but the role will be dev. Okay, and create user. So I'll log out here from the HP admin. Okay, this user has been created. So here I'm just logging with the HP user with the password of Red Hat. Okay, here's a part of dev user. You can see that HP user is logged on HP project. So when I create the instance, he cannot get the access of delete instance. Okay, he's a simple user. He only log into the project and see the identification and everything. You can see that here is no option for users creation or like groups or rules, right? Because he is a simple user. So this way you can create the rules. you can create the project, you can create the user and add user to the specific project or multiple project. Okay, you got it?
Yeah, yeah. This is similar to how you do, associating a set of users with a particular profile, and then that profile characteristics will be taken up by the users, right?
Right, right, same thing. Okay, so this is a very important thing in your exam also. They will in your exam there's a question, you have to create the two projects and the two different users. Okay, one user is a one project on admin and simple user, member of part, and another group we have to do the same thing, the name will be different. We'll discuss that later, but in your exam also there, and real time also we have to manage these things. Okay,
Yeah,
so we'll stop today here. We'll discuss tomorrow about this like security groups and the Keypair, how we can manage to the command prompts, okay, and how we'll check the users list and the group list, again your project list from the commands, and then we move for the next thing like networking. Okay.
sure, sure, sure.
Uh,
Thank you.
yeah, one more